Hey, what's up guys? Yo, today's video is talking about why you should have a green smoothie every day, all right? You already know the advice that you need to have fruit and vegetables every day in your life, right? That's what's gonna make you healthy. But for some reason, you're probably not doing enough. You're not getting enough in your diet, even though you know you're supposed to, right? So in this video, what I wanna do is I wanna talk to you about why you need to get more, what it actually does to the body systems. And by having more information, you're more likely to get it done, all right? And it's really easy, all right? So check this out. So I have one of these every day. Most days I have two, all right? Plus I eat vegetables with every single meal that I have. So I'm eating quite a bit, right? Veggies make up the bulk of my diet, and I'm gonna tell you why, for good reason, all right? So if you're watching this and you're a person that has low energy, right? You're tired all the time. You wake up and you're tired. You go to bed and you're tired. Middle of the day, you're tired, right? You're dragging, and you're going to that coffee pot and you're looking for caffeine, the 5-hour energy, the caffeine to pick me up, right? If you're using those things, the pre-workouts, if you're using those things for energy, that's the wrong thing to do, all right? That's artificial energy, and you're gonna crash after that. The real way to do it is just to do it through your diet, all right? We need to get more nutrients into the diet. That's how we get more energy production. So let me explain real quick, all right? So if you look at green vegetables, all right? So check this out. This is about how much we need to get in the diet every day, all right? So really hard to eat that many, all right? That's a lot. So easy way to do it is just to drink it, right? Put it in a smoothie, put it in this blender, and it breaks it down into small nutrients, and as you drink it, your body can easily assimilate it, all right? That's the best way. So check this out. Let me explain to you why you're having the low energy problem. So think about your body in two different segments, all right? So you've got segment A, which is your short-term energy production, short-term needs. So survival, all right? So for example, this has vitamin K in it, all right? Now vitamin K is used for blood clotting, all right? So the reason why, so vitamin A, all right, so kale has vitamin K in it, right? So if we are deficient, or let me back up. All right, so let me explain to you. If you think about your health in two different segments, all right? So segment number one is going to be short-term needs. In segment two, you're gonna have longer-term needs, all right? So in segment one, what's gonna happen is your body's gonna take the food that you give it, and it's gonna allocate all those resources to segment one, to your short-term needs. So for example, kale has vitamin K, all right? Vitamin K is used in blood clotting. So if you were to get cut, right, we need to have blood clotting so you don't bleed out and die, right? So that's a short-term need. However, vitamin K is also used in taking calcium out of the arteries and binding it or putting it back into the bones, all right? So you're avoiding heart disease by doing that, right? You're taking this calcification out of the bones, you're taking this calcification out of the arteries and you're putting that into the bones. So that's a longer term effect though. If you don't have enough vitamin K, right, that second part's not gonna happen. Because remember, everything you're putting in is gonna be allocated to the first resource, right? We gotta make sure that you're alive, because if you're not alive, who cares if you end up with heart disease later on, 20, 30 years from now, right? That's one example of why you need so many more vitamins in your diet, all right? So check this out, another thing, the recommended daily allowance, which is a standard that's put out by the government. That's a very, very low hurdle to cross, all right? Now the recommended daily allowance is set at levels so that you don't get short-term disease, all right? So like scurvy is an example, all right? You could just eat a few oranges and avoid scurvy. That's not that much, all right? So those levels are set very low. And when you look at the amount of population, the people in the population who are not getting to those recommended daily allowance levels, it's scary. So for example, magnesium, 70% of people are not getting enough magnesium. Potassium, 90% of people are not getting enough potassium. Vitamin D levels, right? More than 60% of people are not getting enough vitamin D. The levels are scary, and the thing is you could get all this in your food, so there should be no problem, all right? So instead of eating all this, you can make a smoothie. Now what I've got in this smoothie is I've got all this, plus I've got an avocado, I've got an apple, and I use some flax milk. So that way we're just blowing out the water. We're exceeding the recommended daily allowance, all right? So now, as you've heard me talk about this, I'm talking about micronutrients, all right? So this is the stuff that's going to give you energy. When you're deficient in this, you're not going to have enough energy production. So you got to make sure you have enough of this, all right? So if you're lagging in energy today, all you need to do is start drinking these every day. And you're going to slowly rebuild. It's not going to be overnight, because think about it like a bank deposit, right? You're $100,000 in the hole. And so each one of these you're taking in, it's giving you $10,000, for example, back into the bank. So you're getting back, you're getting back, you're getting back. When you get to black, you'll start feeling, and that energy is going to dramatically improve, right? It's going to be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're still going, man. You could still be kicking. So you're going to notice that you're going to get a lot more out of life because you're going to have a lot more energy, all right? All right, guys, and these things are really easy to make, all right? Now, I put one piece of fruit in here. I put an apple in here. If you want to sweeten it up even more, you can use like stevia. So I put a little bit of stevia in there. It doesn't raise your blood sugar. So that's one of the reasons why we want to avoid putting in a ton of fruit, because you're going to have a lot of sugar, right? So we want to avoid the sugar, natural or unnatural. We want to avoid too much sugar. And we want to go for the greens, all right? So, boom! All right, you guys, I hope that's been helpful. Comment below. Tell me other videos that you want to see. Tell me that that's been helpful. As you start to do this, I guarantee you're going to have the energy through the roof, all right? It's going to dramatically increase. It'll take some time because you got to get your levels back, but it'll be there. All right, I'm James Lee. This is Chasing My Best. You know, we're all about empowering you to have more information so that you could be healthier, happier, energetic, and alive, man. This is the vehicle you're living this life through, right? So if the vehicle that you're living the life through that's carrying you through life is healthier, you're going to experience a much better life, all right? Here, shoot, Yoki.
Comment, subscribe, like, and share.
Boom. Oh, yeah, baby. Tastes good, huh?
Let me turn it off. Turn it off.